Amerika?
Nei, det var bra vel.
Everything good?
Everything nice. Just dropping by.
Du bor i nord, så det var jævlig hyggelig å komme innom først du var her nede.
Ja. Det var hyggelig. Må jo se hvor fint du har fått det.
Jo takk, det er et stort prosjekt. Hva kan vi si om det? Is the project huge or?
It's enormous.
It's enormous.
Yes.
I'm agree.
Yeah, but soon done.
Soon done. Thanks. This is the start of the new vlog, so here we go. How are you?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing really fine. You?
I'm happy now because now we're gonna do something cool. We're gonna take down these wood stairs because we have a new one outside from my sponsor, Spiraltrapp I, in metal. We're gonna put it up today, and it's lying here. As you can see, it's missing few steps. I'm gonna explain shit. Kom igjen da. I'm gonna explain that later on. Why? Mission 1 done. Old one is away. Then we're gonna try to get in a new one and see if it's fitting. It's halfway in. I think this is going to go good. So it's up, it's mounted on the top. Now I'm just gonna make a support from here on down and bolt it to the floor, and it's good so far. The reason why those steps are not welded on, it's because I was thinking about making drawers in the steps to have shoes and other stuff, you know? So then I can have it closer down here, and the bottom piece of this is gonna be drawers. What do you guys think about that? Da er campen fyra opp, vet du. Now we're gonna weld on those brackets I made. Fy faen, fett det blir da! Strøkken. Kjempefett! Det er Rolls Royce. As you can see here now, I welded on the last 4 steps. But before I welded them on, I cut it away. The plate was up here because they was done bended like those. So we cut it away the back wall. Since I'm gonna have drawers and stuff here now, you know? The only thing I'm gonna do with these stairs now is to put in wood pieces into the steps all the way, so it's a little bit nicer to walk in so long. Because this is a winter project to make this finished with the drawers, the rekkverk and this kind of stuff. Working a little bit outside on the workshop now this evening. I bolted up this metal plate I made, a band-aid, as Gisim's board underneath the roof there. Instead of using wood, I used those plates. Easy and nicer. It's Saturday. And you will have fire up the kantklipper. The plan was actually only do another side. But when he first start, he don't stop before everything is cut down. Jon is great. And the reason why we cut it here is because we're gonna now change the forkantboard all the way, and we're gonna put up the rest of the black plates underneath, as I showed you already the other night. Jon Playboy, yeah?
I'm always ready to work.
Jon is always ready to work. Start look good, eh? Look here now. We have now changed this one, forkantboard, to a new one. And we start to put up the silver beslag. The reason why we do it now is because then the roof gonna look like the silver one is going a little bit down. Because earlier on it was too much black and too little silver. But now it's gonna look much better. Now the roof is looking more like bigger, stronger. What do you say, Jon?
Yes,
like you? Looks strong like you?
Strong like me, yeah.
Here we get it from this angle with all the silver beslag on. And I forgot to make movie from before, but you can see this looks much better. This is much better than the... I watched some old videos of that, you can do. This is 10 times better than before. We are done all the way. Underneath and outside on the front.
It's Sunday morning, and first of all, huge thanks to Jon again yesterday. I'm really happy he managed to put up the forkantbord and the beslag underneath the roof and stuff outside yesterday, because I wanted to do that for a long time. Now I'm watching Martinez Stensrone from Budapest, while I'm gonna finish up a couple of things before I start with the go-kart, because I didn't do anything with this now since I was in Spain. And I thought I could finish up this box, because this arm is broken on that one, because this, on the way home from Spain, I spoke to my brother and we have to have one more toolbox to have always on the trolley, so we don't have to put this on the trolley every time we go to the drive from the tent. And when we went to Franz Conrad, I saw this one lying in his workshop, but I said, hey Franz, what are you gonna do with this one? I don't know, I don't need it. So I got this one for Franz. It's the same as my one, so now I got two. That was so funny, because he spoke about it on the way home from Spain, and when we come to France, we just find a box lying there. It's just what we needed. But this piece was bended and broken, but I straightened it now, because this is the one who stopped the top lock to go backwards. So this I'm gonna fix now. When that's done, I'm gonna finish up this electricity cabinet. This is a new one I'm gonna have for the paint box over there. And this one don't have holes on the top for the cable inside, because this have been used for like programming electricity stuff earlier on. So that's why I need to make the holes. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish up this and clean a little bit, and then I start with the go-kart. And here we go. Fuse box is up. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be perfect. Oh gosh. I had problem finding a knife like this now, because my brother took everyone from the workshop. And the reason why is that I used this one in my leg the other day. I cut my leg up, I had to put stitches in it. Not been doing too much for the last days. I'm not walking really good, but it's getting better. So, to work on the go-kart stuff and the other stuff I told you earlier I should do, this I have not done. So now I'm just gonna try to continue here today with the fuse cabinet. I will now cut all these pipes, put them into the plugs, mark them what they're for, make it ready for the electric here with Glenfossen. Then was also this done, finished from my side. The Sprinter I bought had a damage on the rear fender, but this is now straightened up, primered, sanded and ready for paint. But that's not gonna happen today because weather is sketchy. So now I actually cut some pieces there. I'm gonna paint black later on and put up tomorrow, because I have to finish around here before winter time. I also measure up the beslag I'm gonna have here that I'm gonna cut and make later on. Shit, it's so many small details that have to be done at this workshop. And now I started with those gonna be moved. Those two, 16 amperes and 32, they're gonna be here. So now I'm gonna put some cables, prepare it up there, top, and put it later on into the cabinet. So I'm just gonna prepare the cables now, so that's done. And later on when that's done, my plan is to weld this one on, because this is gonna stay up here to make an edge for the bench, because the plate is at a place we're gonna be bended, and then we're gonna water cut the plate, because this also have to be done now soon, because it's a mess like it is now. And this plate is lying in the way. I don't have any place to put it, because it's difficult to put it standing up, so it takes so much space. And this is the plate we're going to be on the back wall. So, but before that I have to make everything on the side and bottom ready. That's why this have to be done now, because I have to clean up here. Then was that done. I cannot do anything more, because I need to get those plugs like that one, 2 each side for those. I don't have it, so this gonna continue later on now. Painted those pieces. I'm gonna be up over the door here. I know it starts to rain, so then we let them dry inside. I think it's better. Here they can dry. The reason why I paint those a little bit first is because it's gonna be black on the back side of those, you see. So I took the back side on the underneath, and so it's gonna be much more easier after I bolt it up to paint those properly. Then I go back work on the paint box here with this electricity. I lie down a lot of electricity pipes into the wall there and to the outside. This is going to be covered up later on, because it's going to be lights there and across over there, and that I'm going to fill with foam and concrete, so you're not going to see those cables later on. I have cleaned up here on this wall, and because on the top here the cable is going to come inside to this room, and what you see there is the heat cables and the stuff in the ground. Yeah, so I'm going to have a control panel over there on the wall. I have a lot of stuff in my hand so I can't point, but over there is going to be a control panel to start the heater for the paintworks and stuff. Here we have the cables in the heat room, and now I'm going to bolt this one to the roof there, because the cable is going to go on a similar border like this and over there and into the wall into the other room, like I said. All the bore is up, also one down there. I used the old one I had from before, the one I took down on the front of the roof actually. Started to get up the cables, but now I'm out of those, so I have to write that also on the list to get that another day. On small pieces like this, I mark it and put in the bolts before I put them up, because that's much more easy. Now when those are up, I can also put up this one and measure out where I'm gonna cut it, because yeah, 3 centimeters have to be cut away all the way down. If not, it's too much in that way to the door. And the pieces above the door are gonna be 13, yeah, 13. I'm gonna wait with cutting this one, because this was the last one I had in full length. So I need one more piece here, one there, and it's gonna be one down here by the door. This I also need in full size. So that I'm also gonna get, not today, later on this next week. Because today is Saturday and it's 2:30. I didn't eat anything today, I only drink coffee. So now I'm gonna go and take a little bit of food, and then I'm gonna do a little bit fitness on my skiæg stocking while watching the F3 and F2 race from earlier today, Martinez Stenström and Dennis Hauger. That's what I'm gonna do now. I decided to make a piece we're gonna be here before I go and eat. Yep, then I'm gonna paint that for now and bolt it on later on, because you can see that's not nice. Oh, this leg is a little bit stiff. All right. I don't know if I showed you earlier, but I modified this skiæg so I can get it underneath the roof there and the bracket in the brackets there, so I can stay here now. And I'm gonna watch Martinez from Spa, and it's rain, so that's gonna be exciting. I also forgot to show you, I cut those plates here and put in the trim into every step, because here now is it like 4 or 5 millimeter to this edge, and here I'm gonna have the same carpet tails like I have upstairs in every step down here. Then it's gonna be completely flush with this one, and the stairs we're gonna paint black, yeah, later on this winter. Saturday evening, weather was perfect now with wind and everything, so I decided just to quickly paint over this rear fender. It's done, and it's actually surprisingly good to stay outside. It's actually perfect. Just some migs which coming into the painter now, and I have 3 there, but that I'm gonna water sand and polish away when the paint is dry. Then was this little piece back, or not back, it's never been on, but now this small black piece I painted and carried already is on, so that's much better. And you probably saw this was not so nice, because this broke when the other, yeah, something happened. But outside on this one, it's coming silver too. They're lying inside those beslag, but those have them on today. I have a lift or something. Sunday, Joel? Sunday, this is not your day actually. Normally we're here on Saturdays.
Yes.
But you've been helping your brother now.
Yes, I'm working like hell back home, carpeting and making some walls, new walls.
Yeah, I've seen you show me what you do, and that's pretty much work.
Yes.
All paper is now off, because the tape, masking tape, it's really important to not let it stay in the sun, because if it stay in the sun, get hot, get cold again, when you're going to take it off, then most of the glue is left on the car. That's a pain in the ass. Johan! Han står här! We are looking for this one actually, because now we're going out to a warehouse I'm renting to organize some water leakage. So this is a warehouse I'm renting. And And somewhere here is the water leaks. Now we're gonna go outside, put on the water, and we're gonna see where they're coming up. Ja, der har vi water påførsel, vet du. The water is on. Nå er det vann her. Now is it water here? Where is the leak? I think we can say we find it. This is the water leakage. It's leaking here also. And also another connector inside there is leaking. My grandfather did this stuff. I have to organize everything this now after him. We are now done at the warehouse. We fixed the door there also a little bit. And now I need to change his brake discs and pads on the Sprinter because...
Couple of laps to Barcelona.
Yeah. In Barcelona on the way home from European Championship race, this start to go in the metal, as you can see. Jon,
Yes.
when we speak about European Championship race in go-kart, I can tell you some go-kart news.
Yes, I like that.
I ordered a new chassis from CRD Norway the other day with 1.8mm thickness on the chassis.
Nice.
Softer than the one I had, so hopefully that will work better for the next race.
Let's hope so.
We're in end of August, but before that we have a national race and we have the Norwegian Championship race, and then it's European Championship race again. This is not how it should be. We have been watching F2 and F1. Both have been sleeping a little bit on the sofa.
It was a bit tired today.
Yeah, me too actually. Now then, we've been cleaning up here. Now is it Sunday, I'm pretty late.
Yeah, pretty late.
So I'm not going to take more of your time.
No. Home and do some office work, but...
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's always some office work to do, eh? Always something to do in the office. But we say thanks for watching. This is the end of this video.
Yes, and like and subscribe, as always.
Thank you. More will come. We have a couple of go-kart races coming up. First of all, my leg going to be good, so I can start drive again. I can do that in a week, I think.
Yeah.
And we're going to push further on from that. We have a Norwegian Cup race, Norwegian Championship race, and next European Championship race, which is in Italy. So good times is coming.
Oh, yes.
Flat out.